not made it to the semifinals of the state championship tournament. Milford Tigers last year 4-20, 1-20 the year before, 5-18. Their last tournament win was in 2010-11. They won a first-round game over Whitehorse. But they've got some athletes on this year's squad. Won state football championship in the fall, beating Duchesne at Southern Utah University. Ty Netto, the 1A football player of the year, one of the starters for this Milford team. Milford is the designated visiting team. Starters are Colton Pomeranke, Kyler Wunderlich, Cole Wilson, Ty Netto, and Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis leading the team with 10.2 points per game. As for the Rich Rebels, the starters, Cameron Calder, a senior, Aaron Smith, senior, Jordan Cook, senior, and seniors Nick Jarman and Porter Weston. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Bear Lake Realty, Gary and Amber McKee in Garden City. Visit bearlakerealty.com. And by the station in Randolph, here for your convenience needs. Next time you drive through Randolph, wherever you're headed, stop into the station in Randolph, the coldest drinks in town. Great friendly service. Bear Lake Physical Therapy also sponsors today's broadcast, helping Rebels get back in the game since 1998. That's Bear Lake Physical Therapy. And by Mountain Valley Cattle Company, Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. Rebels a designated home team in the home whites. Milford in the road blacks, red numbers, white outlines. Jarman rebound or tips over to Weston. Porter out to the right corner. Calder for three. No, just short. Jarman the offensive rebound. It's tipped away from him by Pomeranke, but Smith on the left wing whistled for a travel. So Milford will have a chance to strike first after the Rebels turn it over. Rich putting on a little half-court trap. Tigers go down inside. Wunderlich, or Wilson rather, kicks it back out. Top of the key, three, good. In there from Jackson Davis. These teams, most of these same guys met on the football field twice this season, this past fall. Coach Thane Marshall en route to a state championship. Rich en route to their worst record ever in football. But the Rebels challenged Milford, gave them two of their best games. Milford lost one game and Rich played them well. Aaron Smith corner three misses. Jarman tips the rebound. Pomeranke tips it away from him out of bounds. Milford on top 3-0 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard, just underway, 7:22 left here in the first. Calder, right corner. Jordan Cook sets up, shoots, and misses the three. A little bit too long. Hustle for the rebound, and Cook comes away with it. Weston had tipped it back in. Jordan dribbles to the free throw line, pulls up short, rebound outside, and picked up by Cole Wilson, or Jackson Davis rather. Got to get those two squared away. Davis up court, backhanded pass, right wing to Wunderlich. He'll go down in the corner. Pomeranke lobs inside. Weston anticipates, pokes that ball away, and Smith heads up court for Rich to the right corner. Calder inside to Weston. Boy, a lot of contact as he pulls that pass in. Smith pokes it away from Wunderlich, and Milford touched it last out of bounds. 6:47 left here in this first quarter. Rebels, if you asked a Rebel fan or coach, they'd probably say, no, we didn't play very well the first night. Played fairly well against Wayne in the second night. Did not play great against Pinnacle, and we'll see what they get today. Cameron Calder from the right corner hits the three. We're tied on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Pro Physical Therapy and Dr. Dallas Clark, physical therapist in Kemmer, Wyoming. Up ahead, Pomeranke tries to pull it in with one hand, can't hold on to it. Tigers turn it over. Milford, yesterday against Tabiona, trailed by 4 points late in the game. They missed a lot of free throws down the stretch, but still managed to pull out the victory. It was an impressive win. A lot of athletes on this Milford team. Porter Weston left corner three, just a bit long. Rebound, Ty Netto. That's one of those good athletes. He throws his right elbow out into Calder, and Cameron answers back with a blocking foul. Calder's first personal, Rebel first team foul. Milford with no fouls yet. They've got a three from Jackson Davis, and we're tied at three. Wunderlich across the top, ball deflected. Netto comes up with it, skips it across underneath. Jackson Davis misses, rebound tipped around, and Cole Wilson has it. He'll turn around, fade away from the free throw line, and bank it in. 5-3. Milford on top on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Calder in the lane, floats it up with the right hand. It rims around and out. Pomeranke with the rebound. Wunderlich to Neto, free throw line. Wilson misses. Jarman the rebound, and he holds on tight as Pomeranke came in and contested. Cook looking across the top, picked off by Davis. Jackson to the other end, lays it up, misses. Neto there for the rebound, and his putback is partially blocked by Jarman, but then Wunderlich is there for the putback. So far, Milford out hustling the Rebels. They've forced a couple of turnovers and lead 7-3 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Pass inside, Wunderlich deflects it away. What a good length from this team. Wunderlich, Wilson, Pomeranke, all tall, big wingspans. Inbound to Jordan Cook, left wing, on the right wing to Smith. Aaron bounces inside. Porter Weston turnaround jumper from inside the lane, misses. Calder saves it, but to Milford. Wunderlich up to the right wing, pulls up left side. Wilson Davis drives down toward the baseline. Back across the top, Wunderlich for three. That one misses over the top. Cook with the Rebel rebound. Jordan turns up court to Cameron Calder, and that pass through his hands and out of bounds. Cameron punches that ball back into the wall as it comes down in frustration. Midway through this first quarter, Kenan Clark and Jared Anderson check into the game. Rich sets up in a 1-3-1 trap. Wilson across the timeline. He's trapped. It's knocked back court by Rich. Neto picks it up, dribbles to his left, and Smith pokes that away from behind, but into the hands of Davis, who goes up, misses too strong over the top of Jarman. Offensive board, bounce back down to Davis, misses. Jarman rips the rebound away from Milford into the hands of Smith. He'll tip it ahead. Davis. Wilson saves it. Neto saves it. Then Anderson takes it right back for Rich. Jarrett across the key to Calder. He stops, lets the defense fly by, and then puts it up and in. Boy, they went back and forth. Probably had 3 turnovers each. Rich within 2, 7-5 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Neto, long pass, almost tipped by Anderson. Then a pass was deflected back into the hands of Davis. Milford catches a break. Neto into the middle. Wilson goes right corner. Rich takes it away. Cameron Calder dribbles, crossover, gets past Neto. Cameron into the lane, goes up strong and can't get it. Jarman with the follow and the junk. Oh my goodness. There's a highlight for you. Check it out on Utah High School Sportscast Facebook page. Nick Jarman with the follow jam. And we're tied at 7. That gets the crowd fired up. Into the key, Rebels poke it away. Jarman comes up with the loose ball. Smith ahead to Calder, across the lane to Cook, to Clark, who's fouled. On the floor, I believe. Yep, and the Rebels will inbound from the baseline. The foul charged to Jackson Davis, his first. Jarman still smiling about that rebound, putback, slam dunk. Inbound to Clark. He'll pull up from the right angle and miss. That's a happy birthday present for Nick Jarman. Happy birthday wishes from us to Jarman. It is his birthday today. He was hoping to be playing for a state championship on his birthday, but didn't work out that way. Paiute had other plans. In the lane, Zach Sherwood drives, and he's fouled by Smith, poking in on the arm from behind. Sherwood will go to the line and shoot 2. Aaron Smith with his first personal foul. Rebels with 2 team fouls, 1 on the Milford Tigers. 2:36 left here in the first quarter. 7-all on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Sherwood misses. This was an issue for Milford yesterday. They missed a lot of free throws down the stretch. It didn't end up costing them the game yesterday against Tabiona, but certainly could today. Sherwood hits the second. Milford leads by 1, 8-7 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Smith and the Rebels attacking left to right. If you're watching on live.ksl.com or mylocalradio.com. Clark around to Smith, sets up, shoots the 3. That one rattles out, and the rebound, Cole Wilson. And he's fouled as the Rebels try to poke it away after he brings it down. Smith, a 40% three-point shooter this season, but has struggled here at the state. Calder was the guilty man on that foul. Picks up his second, so Coach Brown sends Jordan Cook back into the game. Neto, Davis, Wilson, Pomeranke, and Sherwood on the floor. Davis as well gets it. He'll kick it back outside. Left elbow jumper short by Wilson. Clark with the rebound. Out ahead in front to Jordan Cook, who misses. And Jarman with another follow jam. That gets the crowd off their feet again. Rich back on top, and the Rebels force a turnover to Cook. Up to the left side, and Neto comes away with the steal. Ty, nice bounce pass inside. Davis gets Cook in the air. He goes up over the top of Davis, but got Jackson with the foot, is what it looked like. Nick Jarman with 2 dunks in this game, both just attacking the hoop on follows. Rebounds, and again, check those highlights out at Utah High School Sportscast Facebook page. Dalton Anderson doing a good job producing and uploading those highlights. Cook up top trying to knock the ball away from Neto, and Cook got a piece of Neto's arm, head, ear, not sure, but got something for sure. Cason Trineri checks in. Cook with 2 fouls, so now you got Cook and Calder, 2 of the Rebels starting guards with 2 fouls apiece. Aaron Smith with 1 as well. Cason Trineri, the junior, checks into the game for Rich. Pomeranke, left wing 3, over the top, misses, and Smith tips the rebound away from Cole Wilson. Rebel fans don't like the call. Smith gave a little chuckle. It's hard to believe Smith got up as high as Wilson did, but that's what happened. Pomeranke on the left wing. He gets it back, lobs inside, back to the free throw line. Sherwood poked away. Aaron Smith says, okay, I'll take it right back this way. Aaron across the lane. Trineri lays it up with the left hand and in. 11-8, Rebels lead on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Trineri traps Wilson, but he gets the pass away. Down to the right corner, Wunderlich for 3, and that rattles through. I said Wunderlich, that was Zach Sherwood tying it up at 11. Big shot from Sherwood in the corner. Smith, no-look pass to Clark. Quick pass to Jarman. Great ball movement from the Rebels. And Rich leads at 13-11. Jarman with 6 points in the quarter. He managed just 9 yesterday in the win over Pinnacle, but probably only played about 12 minutes. Up top, Anderson takes it away from Neto. Jared turns, heads up court to the hoop. A lot of contact, no whistle. Clark with the follow in the finish. Kenan Clark 2 rebounds, and Rich extends the lead out 15-11. 26 seconds left in this first quarter. On the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard, Rich on top by 4. Davis fires inside, and a shot, no, that rims around and out. Jarman, the Rebel rebound. Anderson, long pass up ahead, looking for Trineri. A couple of best friends, both juniors, and Anderson leads Cason a little bit too far. Pomeranke inbounds, 9 seconds to go. Neto gets away with what looked like a carry and then loses the ball out of bounds off of Rich. Anderson can't believe it, but the official saw it go off of Jared and makes the call. Poor officials, no matter what they call, half the people in the gymnasium think he's wrong. Inbound to Neto, up ahead, Wunderlich, or Sherwood rather, pulls up for the long 3 at the buzzer and just short. And at the end of 1, it's Rich 15, Milford 11 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Second quarter action coming up when we return on 1A Utah Basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
If you or your friends are looking for a home or vacation home at beautiful Bear Lake, you don't have to wait any longer to live your dream. Bear Lake Realty has properties in every price range. Relax. Create memories for generations to come in your home or vacation home at one of the most beautiful lakes on earth. It all starts with a phone call. We will help you find the perfect home for you and your family. Call today, Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty, 435-946-8888 or go to bearlakerealty.com.
Welcome back to Utah 1A basketball presented by Bear Lake Realty. If you're looking for realty in the Bear Lake area, visit bearlakerealty.com and work with the best. Our broadcast this afternoon is also brought to you in part by Gary Tusher, CPA for all your accounting needs. In Montpelier, Idaho, 208-847-2601. Pomeranke from the free throw line pulls up short with an air ball, and it bounces on the baseline. Rebels lead 15-11. The Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Our game broadcast is also brought to you in part by J-Bar Auto, high-quality service at a fair price, and by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care. Jarman at the high post, Trineri right corner. Clark hesitates, then pulls up and just misses the three. Anderson tips it away from Pomeranke, who touched it last. Rebel ball. Our broadcast today also brought to you in part by Rich County 4-H, empowering young people with the skills to lead for a lifetime, and by Saby Trucking. Scott and Diana Saby wishing the Rebels good luck. Aaron Smith to inbound for the Rebels. Rich on top, 15-11. Trineri back to Jarman, right corner. Aaron Smith follows a screen by Jarman and knocks down the corner three. Aaron with his first three-pointer of the game. Rich pushing the lead out to 7, 18-11 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Milford, the number 3 team from Region 21. Rebels, number 1 from 22. Neto, right wing, spins, kicks it back out. Wunderlich for 3. That one over the top. Jarman, good box out, pulls down his 5th, make it 6th rebound of the game. Up ahead, Trineri looking to make a pass across the key to Clark, just mishandles the ball and loses it out of bounds. A Rebel 6th turnover. Our game broadcast today is also brought to you in part by Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, Wyoming. She is Rich County's representative there at Auto Farm. Davis to the right wing, kicks it back outside. Wunderlich to Neto. Ty yesterday, 14 points in the win over Tabby. Hasn't scored yet in this one, but a nice drive there, and he puts it in high off the glass, and a nice finish from Ty Neto. Won a state football player of the year, showing his athleticism. Aaron Smith steps up, draws the defense in to Anderson in the corner. No, Jarman the follow, reaches out, pulls in the rebound, and then skies up and puts it back in. 20-13 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Rich up by 7. Calder, Cook, and Weston set to check back in for Rich. Milford with a sub as well on the next dead ball. Down inside, Cole Wilson rather, has it on the baseline, and Smith knocks it away out of bounds. Aaron will get a breather. Anderson and Clark head off the court, as well as the 3 I mentioned, Cook, Calder, and Weston on the floor. Jarman and Anderson stay out there with Rich on top by 7. In there for Milford was Alec Williams. I think the top tackler, if I remember right. I may be remembering wrong, but boy, he made a huge impact on the football field. I think the top tackler in the state this season. Left wing, Sherwood. Rebels in a 2-3 zone, extended out. Davis tries to back in on Cook, gets in a little ways and kicks it back out to Sherwood. Under 5:50 left. Second quarter, Rich on top by 7. Wunderlich looks around, now takes the shot and buries it from just outside the free throw line. Looking for the pass, but it wasn't there, so he just hit the shot. Cook, left corner, Calder for 3. That looks off the back of the iron. Anderson tips the rebound back out. Wunderlich running the court. Cook contests and blocks the shot. Jordan Cook read that well and swatted that out. He saw what Wunderlich wanted to do with the left hand, and Jordan just a quick move to cut in front and tip that ball away. Jordan not a big shot blocker, but that's a good one right there. 5:26 left, second quarter. Into the corner, Ty Neto releases the 3 and swishes it through. Ty Neto, 5 points in the quarter, has Milford back to within 2. Cameron Calder misses from the left side, a runner. Jarman the rebound, and Rich throws it away, trying to go back inside. Rebels with 7 turnovers in the game. That's been an issue this season. Early on in the year, they were close to around 20 turnovers a game through the first 4 or 5. They've brought that down to 14 a game by the end of the season. Milford with a chance to tie or take the lead, 20-18. Rebels up by just 2. Right wing, 3-point shot over the top. Cook slices in and gets the rebound for Rich. He'll head up court. Rebel fans explode about something. I didn't see what it was. Calder in the corner, gets the drive, gets a step on the D, finishes, and he's fouled. Cameron Calder fired up, and a whistle after the play. 2 shots, field goal is good. Personal foul on Colton Pomeranke. Wonderlich is who they put up on the scoreboard with the second personal foul. And was there a technical? So I think Calder will get his free throw on the and one. There's also a third personal foul on number 14. Cameron hits the free throw, and that must be on Cameron Calder, number 14. Ryan Mayer, number 14 for Milford, has not been in the game. And I guess I'm assuming, I didn't see or hear what the official said, but it appears like Calder earned himself a technical foul on the celebration of that and one opportunity. Free throw for Wunderlich, too strong back of the iron. He'll have a second one, and then Milford will have the basketball. They would have anyways after Calder's and one. Cameron got that free throw to go. And Wunderlich hits his second free throw after missing the first. Milford with the basketball. Calder with 3 fouls, Cook with 2, Aaron Smith with 1. So three Rebel guards and a little bit of foul trouble. Cook, Anderson, Smith, Jarman, and Weston on the floor. Pomeranke, Williams, Wilson, Davis, and Neto out there for Milford. Cook pokes it away from Davis, but Jackson gets it back. At Rebel 2-3 zone, extending out. Davis goes high post, and Jarman knocks it away to Cook. Up ahead, Anderson, strong move. A big hit from behind by Pomeranke. Anderson couldn't finish. Fight for the board. Jackson Davis ends up on the floor. Rebels contesting, and a pass all the way across the top to Pomeranke. His pass inside goes through the hands of Neto, just fortunately into the hands of Alec Williams. It's a serendipitous pass, incompletion, and Milford, Williams finishes. Tigers within 2, 23-21 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Smith to Cook, out on the right wing, fires back to Smith. Aaron, left corner, Anderson, back up. Smith, a little ball fake on what would have been a very long 3. Porter Weston in the corner, Rich works it around the arc, 2-3 zone. Backdoor to Anderson, who puts it up, can't get it. Jarman the follow, lobs it back up and in. Nick with 10 points in the game. And I have 9 rebounds for him. 25-21. Rich pushes it back out to a 4-point lead on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Davis, double team, barely gets a pass away, throws it too high for Pomeranke, and Jordan Cook comes in, takes it away, up ahead to Weston. He's on the sideline, throws it back into the middle to save it. And it's taken by Sherwood. Yeah, he goes up to the left side, misses the shot. Offensive rebound by Williams. He'll try to get it over Jarman, can't. And then a second rebound by Williams. His second putback, no. Pushing up ahead, Anderson to the left wing, releases the 3 short. Jarman with the rebound. That just came right back into his hands. Smith drives, ball stripped away. Cook, right corner to Weston. He'll try to back in and lobs it back outside for Smith as Pomeranke with a heads-up defensive play. Saw Weston coming, just backed out of his way. Porter was counting on him being there and lost his footing, traveled with it. A physical game. These are a couple of teams that until last year, Rich, I think before last year, had lost once to Milford on the football field, and about 33 years of playing football for Rich. But this last season, they lost to Milford twice as the Tigers went on to win a state championship. Air ball shot from Cole Wilson, short from the free throw line. Kenan Clark checks back in. Porter Weston to the bench. So Clark, Jarman, Anderson, Smith, and Cook on the floor. Rebels leading by 4 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. 2:38 left first half. Hotly contested game for 6th and 8th place. There's been a lot of intensity here. I almost think these guys are playing for a state championship or in the semifinals. Smith at the top. Anderson looks right, goes back left to Smith. Down in the corner, Jarman fakes the shot and then gives to Smith. Long 3, no, just a bit short. Clark with the rebound. His putback is blocked, and a late whistle will put Clark at the free throw line. Cole Wilson picks up I think a first personal foul. I give a shout out to Scruddy and Dale. There's a couple of Rebel fans that Scruddy no longer has kids here playing in the tournament, but still makes the 4.5 hour trek down here to cheer on the boys. Kinnan Clark at the line, hits the first. That was Cole Wilson's first. Our broadcast today is brought to you in part by Bear Lake Realty. If you're looking for a beachfront room with a view, a secluded mountain retreat, any number of timeshare options, visit bearlakerealty.com. Kinnan Clark hits both free throws. He's up around 80% free throw shooter this year. 4 points in the game, 4 rebounds. Rebels again pressing. Williams down in the right corner. Double team comes. He'll pass across the lane. Clark deflects it out of bounds into the bleachers. 27-21. Rebels out by 6. They've led by as much as 7, but Milford, boy, they're playing hard. They've got some great athletes, and they've continued to keep it close. Fire inside. Wilson turns, shoots, and hits over Jarman. Cole really battling hard down in there to gain position, and then a very good footwork to fade away and hit the shot. Cook on the right wing, inside to Clark, and a reach in on Cole Wilson. Clark had him sealed well. That's good fundamentals by Kinnan Clark, and Wilson picks up a second personal foul. Just like Wilson on the other end, sealing out Jarman. Clark on this end, sealing out Wilson. The Rebels will inbound from the baseline, leading by 4. Checking into the game, Jake Hardy, a senior for the Milford Tigers. Wilson to the bench with 2 personal fouls. Anderson looking in, still looking. Now it's to go out top, fire to Cook. Jordan looks left, gives it to Anderson. We welcome you if you're tuned in on live.ksl.com, mylocalradio.com, and on KDQ FM 98.3 in the Evanston, Southwest Wyoming, Northern Utah area. Anderson, a give and go in the corner, misses the shot, but almost takes it away. Pomeranke comes up with it, and Coach Thane Marshall asks for a timeout. We'll take one, too. 1:27 left in the second quarter. Rich on top by 4 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti Auto Group scoreboard. We'll be right back with more Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com.
Smithfield Farms is headquartered in Milford, with operations throughout southern Utah. We employ approximately 450 people. Our facility houses approximately 700,000 animals. Good food responsibly. Smithfield Farms. Go Tigers.
T-Shirts and Stuff is here to help you with all your screen printing and embroidery needs. If you're looking for team gear, family reunion shirts, company gear, fan gear, or headed to the NFR supporting the Right Boys, give us a call or visit milfordgear.com.
Welcome back to this Ellingford Brothers in Evanston, Wyoming presentation of Utah 1A basketball. Ellingford Brothers, for your next construction project, count on the best. Visit ellingfordbros.com for more information. They've got concrete, sand, and gravel, welding and fabrication, custom truck accessories, and much more. ellingfordbros.com. Milford with the basketball. Davis up to the top of the key. Quick passing. Alec Williams inside. Shot blocked away by Jarman. It's on the baseline before Clark can steal it. Nick averages 4.5 blocks per game. That's his second to go along with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 rebounds, 10 points already in this game. Davis looking to inbound, still looking. Now bounces into Neto, left corner. Up top, Williams looking left, dribbles right to the free throw line. Dishes off across to Neto. He'll shoot and get it swatted away by Jarman. Gets his own rebound. Again swatted by Jarman, but a foul on the second one. Region 21. Who's the number 2 team from Region 21? I'm curious because boy, this Milford team, tough. I know Monticello won the region title. Or not Monticello, but where's my bracket? Region 21's number 2 is Wendover Tinnick. That's right. How did I forget that? Neto misses both free throws. Jarman with the Rebel rebound. His 11th already of the game. Jarman top of the key. Inside, the Rebels go to Clark. He ends up on the floor after the missed shot. Turnaround jumper, and Neto with the rebound. Ty had 5 points to start the quarter, but hasn't scored since that. Those first couple possessions. Long 3 for Jackson Davis. Missed. Aaron Smith with the Rebel rebound. He'll turn, go up the left wing. Cook holds. Looking inside for Clark. Kinnan has to save it. Long bounce pass from Smith and Jordan. Then Anderson across the key to Clark. Aaron Smith. Boy, what a long, perfectly placed bounce pass to set up Clark at the free throw line, shooting 2. 2 for 2 from the line so far is Kenan Clark. Rebels 3 for 3 as a team. The Tigers, one out of 4 is all from the line. Clark misses left of the iron. 2 I said 1 out of 4, 2 out of 4 for the Tigers. Second free throw, also good. Or the first one missed, the second one in there for Clark. Rebels pressing. They've got Davis in some trouble in the corner, and a timeout for Coach Thane Marshall just before Davis threw it off the leg of a Rebel. We'll take a quick break and be back with more Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com.
People hear words like server or cloud storage and are usually confused. I hear those words and think solutions. It didn't start that way. When I enrolled at Southern Utah University, it wasn't clear to me where I'd end up. The professors at SUU took the time to get to know me and help steer my natural people skills and leadership talents into a successful business career. Now I'm a leader in the business of global connectivity, thanks to the guidance I received from Southern Utah University.
Welcome back to Utah 1A basketball. Presented by Bear Lake Realty. Visit bearlakerealty.com. Our broadcast today is brought to you in part by Epic Recreation. Next time you visit Bear Lake, visit epicrecreation.net. Find us on Facebook for rentals in Bear Lake. Milford, a turnover as they head up court. Pass wide for Zach Sherwood. He couldn't save it. Must not have been Sherwood. I think it was actually Jake Hardy who couldn't save it in. 12 seconds left in the first half. The clock started before the Rebels had touched it, but they've got plenty of time. Jarman at the top of the key, 6'5", Aaron Smith, right wing 3, short, rebound out to the wing. Jordan Cook launches it just before the buzzer, misses short. And at the end of the first half, Rich with a narrow 5-point lead over the Milford Tigers, 28-23 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Our Southern Utah University halftime show and report is coming up when we return on Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com. Welcome back to the Halftime Report, brought to you by Southern Utah University, suu.edu. To experience more, visit suu.edu. Rebels shot 41% in the first half. Milford 26%, but they hit 3 threes. Rebels hit just 2 of 13 from beyond the arc. Nick Jarman leading Rich with 10 points, 11 rebounds, 3 blocks. Jordan Cook with 5 rebounds as well. And Milford hanging close with Region 22's number 1. Milford Region 21's number 3. Milford was led to, a lot of balance for Milford. Wonderlich 5, Ty Netto 5, 4 apiece from Wilson and Sherwood, 3 Jackson Davis, and Alec Williams with 2. And that's how they've hung in there, in the trail by just 5 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard here at the half. Our broadcast today is brought to you in part by Pugstone Sporting Goods at the 4-way stop in Garden City. Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Pugstone's has it all. They're your Bear Lake All Sporting Goods shop, and they've got great information if you're doing any outdoor recreation, hunting, fishing, whatever it might be in the Bear Lake area. Visit Pugstone Sporting Goods. Also by Comprehensive Family Dental, Dr. Sean Grohl, providing quality family dentistry since 1998. And the town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. Good luck from Mayor Lynn Weston, board members Sim Bell, Brian Wires, Larry Kennedy, Melanie Lim, and clerk Lana Peart. You tune into the halftime show presented by Southern Utah University. Again, at the half, Rich leads 28-23. Rebels had 27 rebounds in that first half. I want to thank Rob Leifson for providing me some stats and information on that first half. Milford just 2 of 6 from the line in the first half. Rebels a bit better at the free throw line, 4 of 5. We'll take a quick break. We've got second half action coming up. You're tuned in to Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
On the construction site, time is money. The professionals at Ellingford Brothers have top quality cement ready to go whenever and wherever you need it. Make sure your timelines are met. Have everything you need delivered right to your job site. Whether it's ready-mix concrete, custom crushed sand and gravel, pit run, or road base, with 2 dedicated batch plants, you can count on Ellingford Brothers, delivering on time for generations. 221 County Road in Evanston.
Hi there, Craig Dearden with Castle Rock Chevrolet right here in Evanston. Of course, it's about finding you that perfect vehicle, but at Castle Rock, it's about a lot more. It's using our experience to get you the best rate. We will get you the vehicle that you've always wanted. It's about knowing your vehicle is in the right hands. Throughout the buying experience here at Castle Rock Chevrolet, we're here for you. If you're ready to buy a new truck, come to Castle Rock. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
I didn't think it was possible to add one more thing to my already busy schedule. Then I realized that earning my degree will not only help me, but my family too.
Welcome back to this Ellingford Brothers in Evanston, Wyoming presentation of Utah 1A basketball. Our halftime report has been brought to you by Southern Utah University. Visit suu.edu to experience more. Our broadcast today is also brought to you in part by the Randolph Country Store. We may be small, but we've got it all. They really do. On the south end of town, stop in at the Randolph Country Store next time you drive through town. By the town of Laketown. Good luck, Rebels, from Mayor and Town Council of Laketown, Mayor Sim Weston, council members Dallas Clark, Chris Hodges, Gary Ogilvie, and Delora White. And by Laziest Ranching, encouraging you to eat more beef and cheer on the Rebels. These broadcasts wouldn't be possible without all of our sponsors. The bigger, the small, all of them. We appreciate their sponsorship and invite you to do business with those businesses who you've heard sponsorship from during this tournament. To thank them for making these broadcasts possible and free on live.ksl.com and mylocalradio.com. Rebels have the ball to start the third quarter. 28-23, Rich on top by 5. Aaron right wing to Cook, back to Smith, ball deflected. Davis coming out high on the defense. Rebels attack to Jarman, free throw line, kicks it left corner. Calder for 3. Yes, Cameron Calder had a quiet second quarter after 8 points in the first half. Has 11 now in the ball game, and Rich pushes the lead back out to 8, 31-23. I think that's the biggest lead of the ball game. Rich was up by 7 a couple of times in the second quarter. Davis over to Wunderlich on the right wing. Rebels stay in the 2-3 zone defense, extending out high. Neto looks backdoor, finds Wilson, whose shot is blocked by Jarman, and then Nick pulls down the rebound after Wilson took another crack at it and missed. Cook on the right wing skips it to Jarman at the free throw line. He'll pull up, dish inside Weston, back outside. Smith for 3. No, a bit too long. Weston tips the rebound back out to Smith. Aaron goes underneath. Jarman goes up, hooks it up and in. And Rich with 5 quick points leads 32-23. At one of those timeouts in the second quarter, Coach Thane Marshall, maybe it was between quarters, Milford Coach Thane Marshall, you could be heard him shouting, defense, we got to play defense. And his guys did better in the second half. On bounce pass from Smith to Calder, right wing misses over the top, but Cook there for the rebound. You could hear the hack from here. The late whistle comes in after the miss. Boy, that would have been another one for the Utah High School Sportscast Facebook page if that long bounce pass from Smith had been finished with a shot. But Jordan Cook at the line, shooting 2. Misses off the back of the iron. Jordan, about a 75% free throw shooter this season. Another free throw coming, and we'll thank another sponsor. Our broadcast is brought to you in part by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff, the ones who truly care about you and your vehicle. They'll take care of you. They got towing service and much more. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff, Utah. Cook's second free throw. Rims around left side. Pomeranke with a strong rebound. He'll turn and go. Look at that speed. Boy, he gets up and going in a hurry. Left wing, Wunderlich for 3. No, Aaron Smith chases down the rebound in the corner. Gives it to Jarman back on the baseline and then again to Smith. And up across the timeline to Cook, left wing. He'll drive in, dish off to Weston, and he's hacked from behind. And Cole Wilson, I believe, just picked up his 3rd. Nice kick back from Cook to Weston. Draws the foul. Ball's inbound to Calder, then to Smith, right corner 3. He was shooting that, warming up in the second half. I said to Wilson it was actually on Sherwood. That was his first. And the Rebels foul Milford on the rebound. 33-23. Rich on top by 10. It was a 5-point game to start this third quarter. Rebels on a 5-0 run. Rocky Mountain Yeti Auto Group scoreboard, free throw line, turnaround jumper. Cole Wilson, smooth shot. Ends that 5-0 Rebel run. 33-25. Smith And the Rebels attacking right to left in the second half. MyLocalRadio.com and live.ksl.com. Aaron right corner to Calder. Cameron back up Smith. Aaron, little penetration. Ball fake, then gives to Cook at the top. Three-point shot, no. Jarman the rebound, and he is pushed. They call it a travel. He definitely traveled. I thought it was because of the push. Pomeranke to inbound. And he'll go to Davis. Also on the floor, Wunderlich, Wilson, and Sherwood. A taller lineup in there, a longer lineup in there for Milford, trying to contest the Rebels, who out-rebounded Milford 27-21 in the first half. Jarman with another block, his fourth of the game. Up ahead, the Rebels go. They get it to Calder. Hesitates, then hangs in the air and hits from the right side. Cameron Calder, 13 in the game. Rich on top, 35-20 again by 10. Rebels are 18-2 this season when they outscore their opponent in the third quarter. And in those games, they've outscored them almost double, 18-9. Weston got a takeaway but couldn't control it on the baseline. It's out of bounds. Ty Neto will check in for Milford. Wunderlich gets a little breather. He's got 5 points in the game. Neto had 5 points in that second quarter. A big scoring spurt from Milford to keep it close. Pomeranke to inbound. Lobs it into the middle. Neto has it stripped away by Cook, but out into the hands of Wilson. He'll pass, fire it across. Sherwood thought it was for Pomeranke. Pomeranke thought Sherwood was going to grab it, and it just flies through to the bleachers out of bounds. Rebel girls will play right after this over at the Sevier Valley Center for third and fourth against Monument Valley. Jarman back outside. Cook for a three. Top of the key, no. Rebound tipped around and into the hands of Jackson. Jackson Davis. Davis up across the timeline, dribbles to his right. Cole Wilson, good quick first step, scoops it up with the left hand, misses, gets his own rebound, and Jarman fouls him coming down. So Cole Wilson draws the foul. And 2 free throws coming for Wilson. Cole has 6 points in the game. That's Jarman's second personal foul. He's fouled out once this year. Despite being just a block specialist. He swats a lot of balls. 4.5 blocks per game. He's got 5 in this one. Wilson misses, and the Milford woes at the free throw line continue. 2 of 7 in this game. At one point last night, they hit 1 out of 10 in the fourth quarter in a win over Tabiona. They were fortunate to hold on for the win. Cook tips the rebound over to Jarman on the second miss. Weston up court, skips it right corner. Smith wanted the three, but Pomeranke, good quick closeout. Rebels go to the free throw line. Jarman to his right, back to the Smith in the corner. Gets Pomeranke in the air, drives by, floats it up from the corner. No. Jarman the offensive rebound and the putback. Nick with 14 points, 5 blocks, and 14 rebounds in this game. 37-25. Rich pushes out to a 12-point lead, biggest lead of the ball game. Rebels have outscored Milford 9-2 in this quarter. Weston cuts in there, pulls it away from Pomeranke, but I think Cook fouled him first. Actually, he called it on Weston. I heard one of the Rebel fans call out, he got all ball, but they have gotten him with the shoulder as well. That's maybe, the official saw something. At the free throw line, Sherwood turns, drives, puts it up. Jarman with his 6th block of the game. Even with Sherwood's long arms, great wingspan. Nick with the block. Weston down inside, goes through Pomeranke, and he's fouled. Strong move from Porter Weston. Oh, a charge is the call. So Porter picks up a 3rd personal foul. Milford fans like that. A few of them turn and clap at the Rebel fans. Porter with a 3rd personal foul. Rebels' 4th team foul. Porter Weston a little bit thicker than Pomeranke. Colton gets by Porter, misses short on the 5-foot jumper in the lane. Rebels up ahead. Cook take it at Pomeranke. Missed the shot, but Calder tips the rebound over to Weston. His shot is short. Rebound on the floor. Jarman pulls it away from Neto. Out top, Weston for 3. No. Rebound, Calder back to Smith. Back to Calder in the right corner. That's one short off the front of the rim, and Jackson Davis with the board. Up ahead, Davis, double team comes, and he'll throw it up to Pomeranke. Weston again goes for the steal. Quick passing, Sherwood on the left, on the right elbow, knocks it down. Milford cuts the lead to 10, 37-27 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Weston pulls up left corner, misses, but Cook saves it from going out of bounds. To Weston, over to Jarman, misses the long two. That one bounces up over the top. Rebels pulling down a lot of offensive rebounds, but probably not feeling like they're getting as many buckets out of it as they should. In the first half, Rich had 14 offensive rebounds. Of course, Milford, no slouches either. They had 11 offensive rebounds in that first half. Whether it's teams not boxing out as well as they should or offensive guys just working hard to get those rebounds. Clark down in the corner guarding Sherwood, cuts him off, good defense. Neto in the middle, bounces, so great thought from Neto, but Wilson had cut out just as Neto passed in, and it's thrown away. Wilson will get a breather. The top receiver in the state in 1A football this past year. Averaged something like 20, 25 yards per reception. It was incredible for the state championship Milford Tigers. They've got some good years ahead, too, with sophomore Bryson Barnes, the quarterback, coming back the next couple of years. Smith dribbles around, fires inside for Jarman. He'll pass it off to Clark. Kinnan in the corner. The screen by Jarman frees up Kinnan for three, and he misses short. Pomeranke skies up for his third rebound of the day. And Milford has it. 37-27, Rich up by 10. Bounce to the right corner. Sherwood drives in, gets a nice screen, but misses short on the layup. Neto tips the rebound. Sherwood has it, but then Cook steals it away from Zach. Jordan up ahead to Jarman. Nick waits and gives it back to Cook. Up ahead to Smith on the left wing. Dribbles behind the back to keep it away from Sherwood. Picks up the dribble across the key. Back down in from Clark to Jarman. Bounces back to Anderson. Jared slices through. Ball hacked out of bounds. And Sherwood with a clean swat. That looked like he got Anderson's arms, but again, I'm a lot further away than the official who's inches away. And this guy's doing a great job today. 1:23 left in the third quarter. Rich up by 10 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. A defensive battle in the third after a total of 51 points scored in the first half. Zach Sherwood gets a breather. Rebels inbound. Cook has his pocket picked, but somehow gets it back. And then the pressure comes out. Cook just pulls it away, and Davis flies by. Rebels go down underneath, looking for Clark. He's contested, but comes back up with it on the baseline. Throws it way out high. Trineri can't get there. Rebels looking a little out of sorts on that possession. Scrambled quite a bit and turned it over. 10-point deficit for the Milford Tigers. Inbound to Davis. Just over a minute left in the third quarter on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. And up to the left wing. Neto skips it across. Wunderlich open three from the right wing. Misses off the front of the iron. He goes down trying to draw the charge. Trineri with the rebound. He tries to throw up to a streaking Anderson, and Trineri's fouled on the pass attempt. Our broadcast today is brought to you in part by the town of Woodruff. Mayor Scott Sabey, council members Millie Bradshaw, Raymond Franson, Kent Stewart, and Jason Peterson with Secretary Lisa Bell. Also by Rich County, Rebels with a championship cause. The foul was Jackson Davis's third. Cook to Trineri on the right wing, right corner. Clark looking in for Jarman at the high post, not there. Rebels work it back around. Cook lobs it underneath again for Clark. He can't get it. Jarman comes down. He's pushed in the back. Goes to the floor, loses the handle, out of bounds off of Rich. .30 seconds to go in this third quarter. Davis to Neto on the left wing. Skip it across. Wunderlich fakes the three. Good drive. First step. Kick it back outside. Davis again fakes the three. Then to the left, to the free throw line. Misses. Clark slices in and rips down the rebound. I've got that as his 6th of the game. Going the other way, the Rebels give it away though. Milford another takeaway. That's 4 Rebel turnovers in the quarter. Underneath, Ty Neto finishes, and he's fouled. Count the basket. The foul on Kinnan Clark. And Ty Neto with a chance for the three-point play. Had been quiet in this quarter before that basket. His free throw misses off the right side. Clark rips down the board. 37-29. Rebels try to get off a shot. Anderson. Rebels wanted a foul. Looked like there was some contact, but not enough for the whistle. And at the end of 3, Rich leads by 8, 37-29 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Fourth quarter coming up when we return with more Utah 1A basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
Beaver County's elected officials want to wish the Milford Tigers success in their postseason tournaments. Come visit us in Beaver County, your recreational paradise and the world's headquarters for renewable energy.
Bryce Canyon Half Marathon, 13.1 miles of fast and unforgettable running on scenic Byway 12. From Bryce Canyon City descending to Cannonville through the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Race runs on the second Saturday in July. Start training today.
When it comes to parts and service, don't rely on anyone other than the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. The professional mechanics and parts department team have the experience to help you with whatever you need. When you need to add a winch, get an extra belt or spark plugs, winterize, repair or replace tires, or have a rebuild, they can help. Whatever you need, gift ideas, parts, accessories, or a great mechanic, you'll find it all at Cash Honda Yamaha in between Logan and Smithfield on Highway 91.
Welcome back to Utah 1A basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com. Milford with it to start this fourth quarter. And our broadcast today is brought to you by Ned and Tammy Calder in Rich County. Sherwood, Pomeranke to Neto in the corner. Ty drives, scoops it up, and misses the reverse. Anderson, rebound, up ahead to Trineri. Kaysen backs it out. On the right wing, gives it away. Another steal for Milford to the other end. Anderson swats it away. Neto touched it last, but Clark arguing for it won't get that call. Anderson blocked it, and it went off of Neto, at least is what I saw, but the officials much closer. Neto, baseball pass to Pomeranke. Sherwood, left baseline jumper, misses. Anderson, the rebound. It's tipped away from him off of Milford. No, again off of Rich. Count that as a turnover. Rebels 15th of the game. Inbound, Neto drives, loses it, out of bounds, and this time it is off of Milford. Jarman contesting Ty Neto, and he, after that went off the wall, he kicked it right back at the wall in frustration. (37-29), Rich up by just 8, letting Milford hang around. The Rebels scored just 9 points in that third quarter. Outscored Milford 9-6. Kaysen Trineri steps up, shoots the three, and buries it. Kaysen Trineri, the junior with some confidence. Hasn't played a ton of varsity minutes this year, probably 7 or 8 minutes a game. Pomeranke pulls up left elbow, misses short, rebound. Clark blocks Sherwood's shot. Sherwood gets the rebound, and Trineri pokes it away. Sherwood been big on rebounds today. I've got him with about 5. Jarman, right corner to Calder. Cameron for 3, can't quite get that to go. Rebound by Wunderlich. He turns, looked like he traveled, but heads up court. Rebels may have gotten away with a foul as Wunderlich goes to the floor. And Rich takes possession. The official just says it's a giveaway. Wunderlich comes up holding the right side of the back of his head and subs out. 40-29, Rich up by 11 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. 6.5 left to go in this broadcast, this game. Clark in the corner to Jarman, double team comes, goes back out to Calder, across the top. Trineri looks right, looks left, back right to Calder. Cameron, pressure comes, bounces high post for Anderson, and a reach-in poke-away foul on Alec Williams. Our broadcast today is also brought to you in part by T7 Propane in Woodruff. For all your propane needs, visit or call 435-793-4208. That's T7 Propane in Woodruff. And by Independent Software Solutions for all your business computer needs. Count on the best independent software solutions, iss-providers.com. First foul of the game on Williams. Rebels to inbound. Calder goes in out high to Smith, right wing. Back to Calder in the corner. Nothing inside, so he goes back up top again. Rebels go back door to Clark, and he is hit hard in the air. He and Pomeranke help each other up. Nothing malicious. They're just both intense and a close game, a real battle, wanting to win. Good play by Pomeranke to go up and contest that. Rebels really trying to get a alley-oop to Kenan Clark. They've been working on that in practice and just can't quite get that back door open. Milford fans don't like it. They say he was not shooting the ball. Rebel fans know that Clark was trying to go up for the alley-oop. And as the old saying goes, No matter what the officials call, half the fans are not going to be happy with it. Clark misses the first free throw, and Milford fans may be thinking, well, ball don't lie. Second free throw swishes through. 41-29 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Rebels a lead by 12. Milford with 6 minutes to climb back into this one like they did yesterday in the win over Tabiona. Alec Williams drives, backs into Jarman. Nick blocked the shot, but Williams drew the foul. So Jarman picks up a third personal. It was good use of his body by Williams to just back in, use his strength to get Jarman back down. And then he kind of jumped in, just leaned a little bit into Jarman. It wasn't enough to be offensive. It was just real good use of the body by Alec Williams. So Williams at the line, shooting 2. First one goes through, and that's just the third free throw make of the game in 10 attempts for Milford, 3 of 10. That's 30%. Even I can do that math. 41-30. Williams' second free throw, rims around and Dradu. Boy, that's the guy they need to put on the line, it looks like. He's 2 for 2 in the game, has 4 points. Rebels inbound, leading by 10. Rich has averaged 57 points per game this year. Milford a little bit less, 52.5. Rebels third in the state defensively, have allowed just 44 points per game this season. Milford not much more than that. They've allowed 48. Anderson up top, gets his arm slapped, and that'll put, no, that's a 6th team foul. And it's Jackson Davis with his 4th personal. Coach Marshall keeps him out there for the moment as Rich sends in a couple of substitutions. It's Calder, Smith, Weston, Jarman, and Cook on the floor. Williams, Pomeranke, Sherwood, Davis, and a backdoor pass. Jordan Cook finishes, just lays it up and in. Smith with the assist, averages 4 of those per game. 43-31 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Mentioning as Williams goes up for the shot, it was blocked by Jarman. Williams gets it back, and he's fouled on the second attempt. And this is on Aaron Smith, I believe. Williams doing some good work down inside. Gets back to the free throw line. Pomeranke, Sherwood, Williams. Is that Neto and Davis on the floor, I believe. Neto with his he's standing parallel to me. Yeah, that is Ty. Williams at the line, can't get the first to go. I talked to him, said he's the guy you want to send to the line. He was 2 for 2 on his last trip, but misses that first one. Cole Wilson checks into the game. Neto gets a breather. Ty has 7. Wilson has 6 in the ball game. Williams' second free throw, short, and Jarman, a nice box out, pulls down the rebound. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got that as Jarman's 18th rebound. Aaron Smith decides to launch it from way downtown. It rims around and out. Cole Wilson pulls the ball in. Dribbles up the left side. Jordan Cook pokes it away into the hands of Jarman. Cook gets it back, dribbles across the free throw line area to the left wing to Aaron Smith in the corner. Aaron dribbles left, bounces inside. Jarman works around the D, puts it up and in, but he's fouled on the floor first. Williams says, hey, he's hooking me with that left arm. And I thought Jarman got away with one there. That'll put Nick on the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. Jackson Davis doesn't realize that he wanted to stand there on the free throw line and get ready for the inbound play. Our broadcast today is brought to you in part by the town of Garden City, Utah, where families play. Log on to bearlake.org today. Make your next vacation at beautiful Bear Lake. bearlake.org. Visit today. Jarman with a 1 and 1. Milford fans making plenty of noise. Jarman swishes it through. Got Nick with 18 rebounds, 14 points, 6 blocks in the game. Rattles the second free throw out. Weston fights for it but can't get the rebound. Cole Wilson has it. 44-31, Rich up by 13. Critical moment here for Milford, and Cameron Calder strips it away from Davis. Calder to the other end, and he is hit hard in the air by Colton Pomeranke. Jarman comes up thinking Cameron lobbed that off the backboard. I'll come in and slam that one, but instead Cameron goes to the line to shoot 2. Calder 1 for 1 in the ball game at the line. Colton Pomeranke with his second personal foul. Calder this season, not a 77% free throw shooter, but can't get the first to go. Score remains 44-31 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Rebels just 2 of 5, 3 of 6 from the free throw line in this fourth quarter as Calder hits the second. Cameron has 14 points, and the Rebels lead by 14. On the right wing, Sherwood to Jackson Davis. Skips it left side. Pomeranke looks inside and then goes free throw line. Williams quickly inside to Cole Wilson. Pass a bit behind Cole, and he couldn't hold on to it. Milford with 4 turnovers in this fourth quarter. They had taken care of the ball pretty well. Had 10 through 3 quarters. Not the time they wanted to start turning it over a bit more. Just over 4 minutes to go in this one. Calder out to Smith on the left wing. He'll lob it backdoor, looking for Jarman. Didn't lob it far enough, and Wilson with the interception. He got a few of those on the football field this last fall en route to a state title. Pomeranke up court. Williams right corner to a slashing Cole Wilson, who finishes off the glass. Good ball movement by Milford, and Wilson with the finish. Brings the Tigers back to within 12. Cook pulls up from the three-point line. Misses, but Weston tips the rebound out to Cook. Jordan to Aaron, left corner. Calder looking inside. Gets to a cutting Jordan Cook, and his shot is swatted away. Calder saves it in the corner. Cole Wilson with the block. Weston on the left wing. Gives back to Aaron Smith. He'll tip it to himself. Gets some penetration. Floats it up high. Looking for Jarman on the pass. Nick thought it might have been a shot and couldn't adjust in time. The Rebels lose it out of bounds. Aaron talking to Nick on the way up the court. Arms out to his side. Big smiles on both their faces. Come on, Nick, I set you up perfectly. The other end, Alec Williams is fouled. It's an 8th Rebel team foul, so Williams will go to the line and shoot 1 and 1. And the foul, we give that to Nick Jarman. Jarman with his 4th. Boy, 3:27 left to go. Rebels getting a little lackadaisical about this game, feeling like they got it in the bag, but if they're not careful, Milford, no question, they will come back in this one if the Rebels don't close the door. Calder for 3 from the left wing. I don't know if he just heard me say that, but he says bury the 3 and put us up by 15. 48-33 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Williams turns free throw line. Jumper, no, back of the iron. Jarman rips down a 20th rebound in the game. Rich quickly up court. Calder left side to Weston, who misses on the left. Great contestation by Jackson Davis to avoid a foul but still contest the shot. Down to the other end, Jarman partial block on Pomeranke. Milford gets it back. Jackson Davis for a 3. Jarman the rebound on the miss. Smith up in front, tripped up by Williams. Aaron manages to pass it over to Calder in the corner for 3. Bounces high off the top of the glass, around and bumps on the rim and then drops through. That's more bounces on the rim, the top of the glass, than I've ever seen. 51-33. Calder having a monster game. 20 points. Pomeranke tries to answer, can't. Williams gets away with a little push on Jarman as the rebound comes down to Jordan Cook. Rebels have extended the lead out. Pass across to Weston, and Pomeranke punches it away from Rich. Rebels with another giveaway, and Aaron Smith fouls Cole Wilson to get some younger guys into the game. Just in a little foul to stop the clock, get a dead ball, and we got 5 or 6. Oh no, just Kenan Clark in there. Nick Jarman will check out of the game. He gets a standing ovation. Some Milford fans give Alec Williams a standing ovation as well. Jarman has been starting since he was a junior, or a sophomore. Hit game-winning free throws against Panguitch in the semifinals 2 years ago. Rich ended up losing the championship to Nick Jarman with 1,000 and somewhere around 30 or 40 points in his Rebel basketball career. And Coach Brown will send in 4 other subs as well, as Coach Marshall does the same. Jarman 15 points, 21 rebounds, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks in this game unofficially. A lot of applause for guys, especially seniors: Porter Weston, Kenan Clark, Nick Jarman, Jordan Cook, Aaron Smith, Cameron Calder. All seniors for Rich. For the Milford Tigers, Colton Pomeranke, Ty Neto, Jackson Davis, Ryan Mayer, Cole Wilson, Jake Hardy, and Trey Williamson. Wilson checks out. Wilson missed the front end of that 1-and-1. Score remains 51-33 with 2 minutes to go. Beebe into the corner, loses the pass lost, and Reagan Huffner takes it away for Rich. That's 6 turnovers in this fourth quarter for Milford, too many, and Rich got hot from beyond the arc. Cameron called her 2 triples. Reagan Huffner on the left wing, skips it across to Jordan Stacy. He'll try to go across the key, and that's taken away. Nice hands by Bryson Barnes. We know he can throw the ball around. He's also got some good hands. He comes up with the steal. I want to say that Barnes accounted for like 38 touchdowns on the football field this past fall. Down on the right baseline, Gillies misses. Offensive rebound. Milford can't get the shot to go. Another offensive board. Turn around, put back, and it rattles in. Ryan Mayer with the bucket. This guy's coming in and giving it their all to finish this out. Reagan Huffner tries with a 3, and he hits it off the window. Hanks Open on Saturday in Richfield. Reagan Huffner with the 3, 54-35 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. No portion of this webcast in its entirety may be used or broadcast without the express written consent of Deseret Digital Media. Another dead ball, and a couple more players come in. James Winch and Caden Peters. Peters a freshman. Colton Meek checks in. Kaysen Trineri with 5 points in the game off the bench. A big part of today's Rebel victory and a 6th place finish. Rebels had legitimate high hopes of a state championship this year, but lost upset by Paiute in the first round. And credit to the Paiute T-Birds. They played a great game in that first round. I know with the athletes that Milford has, they probably had some high, lofty goals as well. And they'll finish 8th place at your state tournament. Played all 4 days. There's something to be said about that as well. That's an accomplishment. 24 seconds to go. Rebels work it around. Colton Meek pulls in a pass, and he's fouled. Great hustle by Winch, trying to go for the steal. Couldn't get it. Meek used his body well to pull in that pass, and that's a 9th Milford team foul. So Colton Meek, junior, goes to the line to shoot 1-and-1. Meek's free throw, short, rims around, and the rebound pulled down by Colby Gillies. 54-35, 19-point Rebel lead. Milford up court. Good use of the foot by Caden Peters. It almost looked like he traveled, but he did not. He'll pull up for the 3, miss short. Huffner the rebound. Dribbles away from traffic, and the Rebels will run out the clock and win. 54-35 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Rebels 3-1 at state this year, finish out 21-5 after winning Region 22. The Milford Tigers 15-10, 6-4 in Region 21. 54-35 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Our post-game show is coming up, brought to you by Ruby's Inn. When we return, some highlights right after this on Utah 1A basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
Comfort Inn in Richfield offers guests cozy accommodations and friendly service. Amenities include free Wi-Fi, free hot breakfast, indoor pool and hot tub. If you're looking for a getaway, or if you're here at the Comfort Inn for work, we've got you covered. Mark your calendar for March 17th as country music star Billy Dean will be in concert at Ruby's Inn's Ebenezer's Barn and Grill in Bryce Canyon City. Show starts at 7 p.m. For tickets, go to EbenezersBarnandGrill.com and click on Billy Dean banner. Tickets begin at $10 a person, so get your tickets today and don't miss Billy Dean March 17th at Ruby's Inn, Ebenezer's Barn and Grill in Bryce Canyon City, Utah.
At Jensen Wood Motor, it's our goal to make sure every customer is a repeat customer. The way we do that, our customers are our friends.
It's our job to help you find what you're looking for at the best possible price. It's always good to know that your salesman is working for you.
We understand that life happens. Sometimes credit isn't perfect. We work hard to find financing options that work best for you.
Stop by today and let's see what we can do for you. Jensenwood Motors in Montpelier, Idaho.
Welcome back to our post-game highlights brought to you by Ruby's Inn. Celebrating more than 100 years of welcoming guests to the Bryce Canyon National Park and the southern Utah area. That's Ruby's Inn. Rebels got 15 points, 20 rebounds, 7 blocks from birthday boy Nick Jarman today. And Rich wins 54-35 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Rebels just a little too much inside for Milford to handle. I don't know if it means anything, but Milford beat Rich on the football field twice in the fall. Maybe a little bit of payback here on the basketball court. 54-35, the final score. Rich with the win. That finishes things out here at Richfield High School during this state championship tournament. Got to mention also our broadcast today was brought to you in part by Stotz Equipment in Preston, Idaho. Save 12% on all your filters during Equipment's filter sale going on now through the end of March. Order today from Stotz Equipment in Preston, 208-852-3660. Good game, good balance from Milford. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different guys scored, and all of them with good contributions, led by Cole Wilson's 8, Ty Netto's 7, 6 from Zach Sherwood, 5 by Kyler Wunderlich, Alec Williams with 4, 3 for Jackson Davis, 2 from Ryan Mayer. Rebels 20 points from Cameron Calder. He leads the way for Rich. 15 from Jarman. Cook scored 7, Clark scored 6, Trineri 5, 3 apiece from Smith and Reagan Huffner. And again, our final score on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard, 54-35. We thank you for tuning in. If you're still interested in 1A Utah basketball, either come down to the Sevier Valley Center. There's state championship games going on, 3rd and 4th place games going on as well. Panguitch and Milford play in the girls' state championship. Panguitch and Bryce Valley in the boys' title game. 3rd and 4th place for the girls will be Rich and Monument Valley, and on the boys, Manila and Paiute. Thank you for tuning in again, and again, our final score on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Oh, we should mention this as well. All-state academic teams, 4 Rich Rebels on the boys' team. Kenan Clark, Nick Jarman, Aaron Smith, and Porter Weston. All right, that's going to do it from here at the Richfield High School. Congratulations to Milford on playing through the 4 days, and to the Rebels on a 6th place finish at the state tournament. 54-35, your final on the Bear Lake the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Our broadcast today was also brought to you in part by the Evanston Travel and Tourism Board. Invite you to visit EvanstonCelticFestival.com for more information about a Celtic festival coming up later this month. And by the Cache Valley Visitors Bureau. Next time you're in northern Utah, stop in Logan and explore Logan.com. You've been tuned in to Utah 1A Basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.